Unable to keep up with the who, the when, the why, and the how? Well, it's a little late, but this is last week's news. Now.
And here we go. Is like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're brand new, welcome. Grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Go next door. Ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment, because YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all social media. It's it, folks. And not only is it Monday, but it's Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
That's right, folks. The Christmas edition to close out the year of 2023. This is the 52nd week of this. And what better way to spend this than to share with you some of the stories you might have missed in the world of pop culture. So I may not have brought gifts, but I brought my presents. See what I did there, folks? All links will be down below in the description. Let's go.
And here we go.
First story comes to us from Variety. Now, to say that the Walt Disney Company had a bad 2023, it's a fair statement. Very fair statement. And Variety has given us some of the highlights of this past year. So for all you Disney shills and pixie dusters, here's a little dose of reality. Starting off with Disney in the last year issued 8,000 pink slips. That's right, 8,000. Not put on hiatus, not on extended leave. These folks were fired. And as a result, Disney also paid out over $350 million in severances. Yikes. The box office, do we really need to talk about the box office? I think that's been covered to death. Just more to come later in the next year. A new proxy fight in the boardroom with the Disney board, Bob Iger, and activist investor Nelson Peltz. And to couple with that, Mr. Elon Musk, richest man in the world, taking every opportunity he can to take pot shots at CEO Bob Iger. Could these two things be related? Also, during the writers and actors strike, you got Bob Iger saying that the demands were unrealistic. Not a good look, Bob. Also, more news in the Disney versus the state of Florida as a new independent audit shows corruption that goes all the way to the top into the C-suites itself. Oh dear God, that is going to get spicy.
Wait, there's more.
And finally, a class action lawsuit where 9,000 women, and I'm sure maybe some men who identify as women, please make that a thing, have filed a lawsuit for pay discrepancy. Yikes. Here's to a great 2024. Disney couldn't happen to a better company. Next, we're going to go over to Deadline. And you can file this into the Who Fucking Cares file, because Marvel is releasing the Hawkeye spin-off Echo under the new Spotlight banner, which just means This is not connected to anything in the larger Marvel universe, so it's not required viewing for anything else going forward. This is actually a smart move, because nobody cares about the show Echo, and pretty much I think it's safe to say no one's going to watch it.
I know, right?
Now, we're going to move over to ThatParkPlace.com, where Jonathan Majors has finally had his day in court. Not the result that he wanted. That's right, guilty of physical abuse. And as a result, the Walt Disney Company has told Mr. Majors,
"You're fired. You're fired. You're fired."
And in the aftermath, instead of just recasting the man, they seem to be going in the direction of they're just going to scrap the character of Kang the Conqueror altogether and going in a different direction. As of right now, the film titled The Kang Dynasty in the interim is just going to be called Avengers 5. And the Loki creator, Michael Waldron, has been brought on for a completely new draft of the story. I'd like to point out that Midnight's Edge's Tom Connors touched on this about 6 months ago. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description with all the other links as well. And finally, in a non-Disney story, Zack Snyder's newest feature film has hit Netflix a few days ago, called Rebel Moon. Reviews have been less than stellar. As we look at the review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, this film has a less than favorable audience score of 68% and a critic score of 23%. However, when you click on that critic score and then click that top critics, it drops all the way down to 8%. Oh dear God. Now, for a review of Rebel Moon, along with the end of the DC Snyderverse in a 2-for-1 review, be sure to tune in on Wednesday.
Yes! 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 Yes!
But yeah, these are some of the stories you might have missed, folks, in the week that was pop culture. I want to thank you guys again for being on this year project here. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to be doing it next year as well. And again, thanks for stopping by, folks. Again, quick reminder before you head out the door, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that. Have a great day, folks. Have a great week ahead of you. Happy New Year. And of course, today, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And always have fun. Hashtag keep talking. And always keep that smile on your face. Doodles.
I say you better subscribe.